Let's shift our focus now to Afghanistan, where more than 1 million girls have been barred from going to school. The highest level of education an Afghan girl can now hope to attain is 6th grade. They now fear for their future as well. Watch this report.
These images were taken in a secondary school in Kabul. With hardly any students, Afghanistan's schools reopened for the new academic year. No classes were held as students were unaware of the start of the school. A year ago, after signaling that they would open schools for all students, Taliban authorities made a U-turn, leaving many girls who had turned up for their high school classes in tears and sparking global condemnation. Since then, primary schools for girls have stayed open, but most high schools have been closed, and the Taliban barred female students from university in December. The UN Children's Agency, UNICEF, has renewed calls for teenage girls to rejoin the classroom, but hundreds of thousands of teenage girls remain barred from attending class. Afghanistan is the only country in the world where girls are prohibited from going to secondary school. Taliban authorities have imposed an austere interpretation of Islam since storming to power in August 2021 after the withdrawal of the US-led foreign forces. This is Mohammad Rahimi, who is helping his sister to study at home.
It's very hard as my brother and I used to go to school together daily. But now he goes alone. I am forced to see him go to school while girls like me cannot go to study. The boys get to study daily, but we can't.
I feel disappointed and hopeless that my sisters cannot be of any use to society in the future or cannot build their own future. I tried my best to provide them an opportunity to study at home, but obviously, the opportunity that is available outside cannot be provided at home.
But some girls are finding hope in a different kind of institution, the madrasas.
Well, I live in the hope that someday schools might reopen and maybe I make some progress in my education. I want to become more knowledgeable, but I will never lose hope. I always have hope. If it isn't through schools, then maybe through madrasas, maybe through some other courses. At least we have telephones and the internet which are helping us.
The madrasa cannot help me in becoming a doctor. It can only happen if I get to the school. Unfortunately, that's not an option. At least we have access to a madrasa. It's good for increasing our religious knowledge.
The number of Islamic schools has grown across Afghanistan since the Taliban takeover, with teenage girls increasingly attending madrasas after they were banned from secondary schools. Female education, or rather the lack of it, lies at the heart of the Taliban administration's standoff with the international community. But clearly, the Taliban are hell-bent on systematically erasing women from public life. And it begins with denying them the right to education.